Afternoon, troopers. I'm fat, but I've got some really nice t-shirts. Like this one. I like to wear this one because I like to pretend I'm in a biker gang. I could have a Harley. Why not me? Yeah, why not me? Anyway, today's video, I've come to a conclusion in that I'm going to sell my NES Mini, my NES Mini. Because I've not really used it. I've never really used it. And every game I try and play when I plug it in just makes me angry. Because, first of all, I'm not a big platformer gamer. I never have been. Never been any good at platforming at all. From Psycho Fox. Was it Psycho Fox on the Sega? Driving games I've been better at. First person shooters I'm alright on. Might have just did a little bit of spitball. I know that showed up on the video. If it did, then that's free to you. You can have that. And then this era of gaming I wasn't really a part of. So I haven't got the nostalgia looking back for the NES. Because at this point in my life, it wasn't really anything that I was interested in. I was more interested in Star Wars toys and other crap that we've got in the man room. And gaming at that point was not a priority. So when this came out, it was hyped, and I just happened to have a bit of spare money. So I dropped on one, and it looks nice, and it started a bit of a craze. That's 50-50 so far worked. I think the SNES Mini is very good. And I think that's something I am going to keep hold of. But I think the PlayStation Mini's just not worked. And I worry that it's because they hit the wall of complexity of games. Because the PlayStation, N64, Dreamcast, even Saturn era, there was a big jump from the Mega Drive SNES era. And I think stuff like this, I mean, the games on here are alright, and I think a lot of people get a lot from these, but it's not for me. It's not for me now. It's taking up space. I might as well free the money up for something else. Because burgers don't buy themselves, do they? So, I don't really like the controllers either. I mean, this is my third-party controller, which has got some quite nice graphics on. Like pixel graphics and stuff. Left, right, up, down. No. And then there's a legit one, which is, nice. And iconic. It's iconic. I'm not arguing with that. The grey and the red go really nice together. But I think that might even be the original tie wrap. I've just not played it. So I'm selling it. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. And I don't know, I'm definitely not going to buy a PlayStation Mini unless I drop on one super cheap. I don't think I'd go much above 15. I'd ideally 10, and I think that's about, alright, and I'll have it at 10. I think even at 15 I'd be like, well, do I really want part of that? Because I've already got a PlayStation that I play regularly. I've already got the games from that era that I really enjoy. And this is the killer. If you've got a PlayStation 3, you can play PlayStation 1 games on it anyway. Anyway. You can play PlayStation games on it anyway. And the games on the PlayStation Mini just aren't the ones I want. So, I think Core Borders, which I loved, Core Borders 2, which weirdly I loved at the time, I've already got. But it's about there. There was no Medal of Honor, which is sort of there. There's no Medal of Underground, which is next to it. There was no Gran Turismo 2. Now, Gran Turismo 2, I thought was one of my favourites. Because Gran Turismo games are tedium, aren't they? You either come fourth or you win by a minute. But you've got to do all of them. You've got to drive a Yaris and come fourth for about a day, like 50 races. And you get like $500 and you can buy a blooming Mitsubishi GTO or something, FTO, and then all of a sudden you're fast, and then you're winning. As long as you don't oversteer and go too quick into the corners. Stick with front wheel drive or four wheel drive. That's what I did. But I quite liked the style of Gran Turismo 2 because it gives you background on the cars, which they seem to stop doing in later ones. Anyway, we've gone well past the point. We have digressed. Back to the NES Mini. It's just for sale. I'm selling it. And I genuinely don't think I'm going to miss it because at the moment it's just a talking point on a shelf. And I'm nothing if not a man with a lot of talking points on shelves. You know, point a finger, throw a coin, and you hit a talking point on a shelf in here. So, I've started to get a nice bit of feedback in these videos. We're getting some comments below. What do you think of the NES Mini and the SNES Mini and the PlayStation Mini? I actually sort of resent the money I spent on the NES Mini. But at the time, it was so hyped, wasn't it? It was hype. We've made 20 of these things and they cost £60 and they're the best thing ever and they'll cure all your ills. And you got it home and you're like, this is going to cure all my ills. And then you start playing it and you go, oh, yeah, it's all right. That was my experience. But your mileage may differ. Your life might be a lot better than mine. It's probable. I am fat. And in this day and age, that's the worst thing, apparently. According to some of the emails I've had while I've been doing this video. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe. This is just an afternoon quickie. But I think there might be something tonight about one of the consoles that I'm not selling. It depends how I feel. I'm not on any schedule. No one's watching these things anyway. So why should I worry about making an intense schedule for you to follow? I've got enough problems in my life without having to worry about a non-existent audience going, where's my video, Tubby? Anyway, like, subscribe, make a comment on what you feel about the NES Mini, and then I'll read some of them, probably. And then have yourselves a great Saturday.